Hello and a warm welcome. This is viewer exclusive on Viewer Television. It's always exciting to bring this enlightening program to you. And now the festive seasons are upon us. There are lots of vehicular movements, lots of travels. And recent statistics has shown that Nigeria has lost over 4,000 lives for the first 6 months of this year. And that's accounting to 24 lives lost every day to fatal road crashes. We become more concerned as the months towards the festive season comes about. We're concerned about traveling, we're concerned about being on the roads, heavy traffics, and all of that. So how can you and your family and your loved ones remain safe on our roads? I won't be doing this alone. I will be talking to a road safety expert. He'll be giving us answers to these questions. My name is Chinonso Chekwaz. So join me again after this break. Thanks for staying with me. You're still watching Viewer Exclusive. My guest today is Comrade SANI ADISA. He's the State Coordinator, Special Marshals FCT Command in Abuja. He's retired from the ADISA, that's the Abuja Electricity Distribution Company. He's an activist of over 3 decades. He's happily married with 4 children and 4 grandchildren. And he's my guest today on the show. You're welcome, sir.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Thank you so much for making out the time to come here today. How is the family?
We are fine.
You have a very large family and you don't look like a grandpa.
To God be the glory.
Yeah, we thank
God.
God. Yeah, thank you for coming on this morning. Yeah, so like I introduced you, you are the coordinator for the Special Marshals, the Road Safety Special Marshals Command in Abuja. A lot of us get confused and concerned when we see this on the road, and we can't seem to place the difference between this and the regular road safety that we see. Can you help enlighten us on the differences, the similarities? Who are the road safety marshals?
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Straight to the point, special marshals are volunteers that are ready to complement the efforts of the corps.
Okay.
And they are created by an enabling act that equally created and established the regular marshals. And the membership of the special marshals are men of proven integrity with means of livelihood. Okay. They are people that have seen it all, and they are ready to give back to the society, their resources, their time, their influence, everything they have to ensure that there is safety on Nigerian roads. And the only difference between them and the regular marshals are they are not paid salary, but they perform the same responsibilities. And aside from that, what they put on that makes them different on the road is the aquamarine regalia, the color that I'm putting on now. So that is who the special marshals are. And
you do the same job.
We do the same job. We can prosecute, we can enforce, we can enlighten, we can.
So you said you are volunteer, so
yes.
That means you are not being paid
the
government. Do you have any sort of covering? Are you seen as government employees or something? Do you have anything, or this is just strictly volunteer job?
It's strictly volunteer job.
Okay.
We don't have any budget, we don't have any salary.
You just come and you do this.
We pull our resources together.
Or yourselves?
Yes.
As the marshals yourselves?
Yes.
Okay. When you say you do the same jobs as those on the how about training? Do you get the same kind of training?
Yes. We let me go quickly run through how we get membership enlisted.
Okay.
Why the regulars are using the word recruitment, we are using the word enlisted.
Okay.
And there are processes of getting a special marshal enlisted into the corps. How do I mean? You go through your application, to the sector commander or the state coordinator or the unit commanders, as the case may be. After that, you are shortlisted, whether by some a particular committee, which is comprised of the special marshals and the regular one, including the intelligence, because they will go through your application and possibly call you and make some intelligent over you. So these are then after that you are called for screening. After that you are to go for training of about 6 weeks. That is every Saturdays. Because of the fact that you are a volunteer, they will not like to bother you too much. So they will not like to take you out of your primary assignment of getting yourself something for your family. So after that, after the training for 6 weeks, we take them to the road for practical demonstration of the theoretical aspect of the job they have learned. And aside from that, they go for inauguration, which is a big event as well, which brings all the special marshals together again to celebrate them. And after that, they are redeployed. I mean, they are deployed to different units of their choice, because everything about special marshal is volunteerism, and it is considered that they must consider your convenience first. It's either where you are working is closer to where you want to be doing your primary responsibility, or closer to your house or your place of residence. So those are the way and manner we are brought into the system. Okay,
so how does the enlisting go? Do people come, or do you put out a notice, or the special marshal is
there is always a circular that is always released by the corps marshal from the headquarters periodically like that. And when it is signed and released to the commands in FCT or across the federation, many people seen us on road alone. It's enough to say, I love the way you kids up. I love the way you control traffic. I love your input to the society. I love the way you correct us. How can I be a member of this noble organization? So all we do is, we guide them on what to do, where to write to. Before you know it, they are called. That we saw your application, we want to screen you. That's how you...
So since you have your primary assignments too, as taking care of your family, and you have your primary work you have to do, what time do you now have to render this service to the public?
That's very good. It's not a daily thing.
Okay.
Like in Abuja now, we have about 50 units to complement the effort of the existing commands of the corps. Like Unit 1 may have its own day of patrol on Monday in the morning. Unit 50 may have its own day of patrol in the evening, same day. The other one may have their own in the afternoon, the other day. The other one may have their own on Saturdays. Across board like that, we ensure that there is no vacuum at all across the length and breadth of FCT.
So if you fall into, this time works for you, then
just you pick the one that will be convenient for you.
And that's right. Okay, so and still in that line, I'm concerned about the strength. Right, this is two in one question. I'm concerned about your strength on the road. Are you accorded the same respect and reverence? Because usually when people see road safety, they always want to adjust themselves, begin to wear their seat belts, which is, they should have been wearing their seat belts, not out of fear. They begin to do that. Do you see the same, do you have those same reactions?
Yes.
Like the road safety, people accord you the same respect and reverence like they accord the...
Yeah, the answer would be A and B.
Okay.
How is that? How do I mean? When some people that knows the words of volunteerism and know the caliber of people that are on the road, the elite, they accord us the necessary respect because they know that this person you are looking at, you are seeing, may either be a director, may either be a deputy director, may either be an ambassador, may either be a serving general, and head of ministries and departments and parastatals like that. But to the other side question, answer B, you can see that the likes of the Keke Napeps, the Okada riders, some truck driver that are not lettered, they see us as who are these people. So this is what we are trying to sell across to the Nigerian motorists, that the people you are looking at, it is a must for you to respect them. Why? Because they are not collecting a dime from anybody, from the government or from individual. They are coming together to pool their resources and to ensure that you are safe on Nigerian roads.
Yeah.
They are not on salary. They always come together to help where there is RRTC, the one we call road traffic crashes, the rescue people, the control. You can see even in Gwarinpa here, you see them here and there. We have about two, for now, we have about 2 units in Gwarinpa. As I'm talking to you, any moment from now, we are creating another 2 units to further complement the effort of those on ground, so that at each junctions you have free, traffic movement, so that people will not be delayed to go into to their offices and places of business.
Okay, that's such a fantastic job guys are doing, and I think this is why this is necessary so people know. I particularly love to see the special marshals on the road. You're comfortable when you see them. You know that you are not going to be harassed by these people. You know that you will be well attended to. You know that they will be asking you for the necessary. Exactly. So I love to see you guys on the road, and I'm hoping that there are avenues to, like you say, spread it around so people really understand who these people are. These people are not here to, take typhoon money from you or try to ask you for things. They are here to do their job. So now let's go straight into road safety matters. Like I mentioned in my introduction, the number and the level of crashes that we are having in Nigeria is becoming alarming to a lot of reasons: bad roads, bad driving, and like I said, we're coming to the Ember months, right? We're there already. We begin to see fatal accidents around. There are a lot of points I want us to look at, but let's first start by one thing we know it's prevalent in this period is a lot of people are excited. A lot of people are going to, relieve the stress of the whole year. People are drinking, people are doing this. Do you have the facilities, one, right, and the intelligence to identify or to spot someone like a drunk driver on the road?
Yes.
Okay.
We do. We are talking about the Yuletide period. Yes. Now, which is the Ember month. Yeah. Of recent, that was in September, we've had a flag off at the Area 3 Motor Park there by Abuja Environmental Protection Board, where we brought, together all stakeholders, including the drivers' union, the school children, the corpers, name it, and the special marshals and the regulars as well, that to flag it up that this is Ember month, and to change the orientation, the attitude of people, that this Ember month is always associated with some evil spirit, which is not. Correcting them of that notion that it's my stepmother that followed me when I left home, forgetting that emotionally you are not okay before you left home. Psychologically you are not yourself, particularly in a time like this, going by what we are experiencing economically. These are, other things are what needed to be factored in before you set for a particular journey. Especially, is it within the street? Within the street, you can kill. Outside the street, you can kill. On the expressway, you can kill. Because the moment you are not yourself, your medical status is not okay, definitely you will use your ignorance or your stupidity, to say, to affect the lives of others. And what are the factors that contribute to this? We have it like the human factors, which is the attitude, your inability to checkmate your excesses before you leave your home. Why will you be driving and you'll be making call? Why will you overtake at a wrong bend? Meanwhile, you are not going to be affected alone. It will affect the oncoming vehicle. It will affect those within the vehicle. It will bring loss of lives. It will bring economic losses. Name it. Aside from that, we have the environmental factor, which is this present position, time we have now. You can see the level of rain overnight. Many will come with speed and, drive roughly into a pool of water, where we should call water plane. Before you know it, the water will take them off, and before you know it, the vehicle continue to somersault. The vehicle will somersault, and they said they'll be calling a road safety to come and rescue. Why can't you, as an individual, be discretionary in your driving, so that people that go, you see yourself as anybody that goes out and comes back is a good driver. It is only when you come back that your children will welcome you, daddy, or you, mommy. I mean, but without that, definitely you are constituting a nuisance to the general public. Another one is mechanical. You know quite well that your vehicle is not functional, it's not in good state to be put on the road. But because of the fact that you are economically down, you cannot change your tire, you cannot buy the new tire, you cannot even buy Tokumbo. You have to go and meet a organizer that, please, just give me anyone. When it comes to state of anyone, definitely you are heading for a crash. So what we will do say and do enlighten people is, when you want to buy a tire, even a new tire, you must look at the date, because you may buy a new tire that has expired in the store already, in the warehouse. And what do you need to look into? You have to look into the manufacturing date, the manufacturing week, which is inscribed on the tires. It is not the grip that matters. You have to look it, because anything that is after 4 years. So
you can actually buy an expired new tire
from beginning. From
Wow.
First day. So that is why we go out to mosques, we go out to churches, we go out to marketplaces, we go out for town hall meetings with traditional rulers, we go out to schools to catch them young by creating road safety clubs that can change the mentality and the orientation of our children, so that what we suffer, they will not suffer it. Because you cannot continue to be going like this. Then we will looking for a new, a different solution. No, whatever you put in, you have to expect it.
Has to be in. All right, so let's hold that thought there, because we have to go on a quick break now. We'll continue this conversation. There's a lot we're still going to talk about right after the break. Do stay with us.
Okay.
Thanks for staying with us. We're still in conversation with Comrade SANI ADISA, and he's giving us insights on road safety matters and how to keep yourself safe on the roads this coming Yuletide festive season. So before we went on the break, you were talking about the mechanical factors that can lead to crashes on the road and the road. You mentioned something about tires, and like we're talking during the break, it's just coming to my note that you can actually buy an expired tire. How can we know that this tire you are going to buy is an expired tire?
Okay, thank you very much, Nonso. It's a lecture on its own.
Okay.
How to buy tire, the type of tires to buy, the importance of tires. You understand?
Yes.
Discouraging you to buying Tokumbo tires. Tokumbo tires already has expired before importation.
Oh.
It's not new. It has been exposed to harsh weather where they kept it, and they are bringing it into the country. They are packing like 10 into a tire. Already it has been overstressed.
Yeah.
So to go straight to your question now, is in a new tire, you always see it by the side of the tire, 4 figures like that. What is the 4 figures showing? It's telling us about the week of manufacturing as well as the year the tire is manufactured. The first 2 figures, let's say it's 02, is telling us about the week of manufacturing. We have 52 weeks in the year.
Yeah.
If you see 01, that is the first week of the year. If you see 07, that is the 7th week of the year. Then the another one that will follow now is the year of manufacturing. If you see 02 and you see after 02 you see 21, that is 2021. Meaning that in as much as we all agree that a good tire, manufactured tire, lasts for 4 years, all you need to know is that you add 4 years to 21. Oh. That is to say that tire you are buying is to expire by 2025 second week.
Okay.
You have to consider the week again.
The week 52.
You must consider the week as well. So that if you fail to identify this is where you see some people buying expired tires from the first day, and before you know it, when they use it for 2-3 weeks, the tire will burst, and they say they will now go there to meet the owner that why do you sell expired tire to me? You say no, not be is it not our Igbo guys? They tell you say that's why I buy them. Before you know it, there will be crisis, and
it will look new
with correct grip.
Yes.
So we need to do this search before we throw our money out, especially in a time like this, that the money is not all there.
Okay. One of the problems, thank you very much for that information, was very vital and critical. One problem that we see again that we have during this period is overloading of vehicles. For decades, we have always hammered on this. Is it possible for us to begin to have road safety officials in the park before you even leave the park, and make sure that your vehicle is not overloaded before you travel? That's if we don't have that already now.
Thank you very much. Going straight to your question, it's an abomination to the core to see overloaded vehicle.
Yeah.
But if I may digress a bit, what causes all this? Going by your question, that is it not possible for us to have road safety, located, to collaborate with drivers union?
Yes.
We have been doing that.
Okay.
You understand? We have been doing that. But if you look at the economy now, majority of the vehicles on the roads, particularly in Abuja, are civil servants that will want to make the money for the fuel. They want to carry overload. They want to stop at obstruction. They want to do overtaking. They want what we call the 5 O's: overloading, overtaking, overspeeding, and overconfidence, because they are not well guarded. They don't know the rules of the game. Those at motor parks know what it takes. Fine, they have their excesses, but this I go drive myself. People, you will now see women. I'm sorry to say, ladies with sophisticated fine cars, exotic cars. You will now see them, and they be doing hand like this. Where? They don't even mind what they are constituting nuisance to the other road users. If you talk to them, why are you driving like that? They don't even look at you. Do you understand? So it becomes very difficult to checkmate the excesses of drivers in FCT unless the system itself is overhauled and sanitized. If the system is overhauled, we have parks I mean, we have bus stops. You can look at Abuja. There's not much bus stop.
Yeah.
Anywhere you
just
find yourself,
in a car.
any park you park, you cannot compare it to Lagos, where no vehicle, I repeat, can stop without getting to the bus stop. If you dare try it, last month we teach you, will be you heavily, and you will not try it again. But here, there's nothing like that. All the system in Abuja needed to be overhauled. Bus stop needed to be, constructed at appropriate places, and they are supposed to be task force to arrest all those, anyhow driver that just park by the way pick. That is why you can now see one chance on the increase.
Exactly.
Somebody will tint his glass or a glass of the vehicle in the night. You will just enter. And when you enter, you don't know that is the end. Taking, for instance, this lady Greatness that was thrown out of a car, a promising, youth, that's supposed to go for her PhD in UK. Anywhere from now, you can see what the system is causing. So the security apparatus, the security agencies needed to, step up. They are doing their best, but they can still do better by combing the nooks and crannies of FCT so that they can reduce to the barest minimum this issue of one chance. And to motorists too that are boarding, don't let us board at anyhow places. Let us go to the parks. And when we get to the parks, make sure that this is a genuine vehicle that you are entering. And if peradventure you want to board a vehicle by the side of the road, don't let it be in the night. Reduce your going out in the night, particularly ladies. And the moment you open a door of a car and you see that the inner, open it where you can open door, it's not there.
Bad.
It's bad. Don't enter it. Because the moment you enter, it is by the grace of God. They can be the only one to enter, to open for you. And when you enter and you see 2-3 hefty men or rough-looking guys, please reverse back. Don't enter such a vehicle, so that you will be you'll be safe and you get your destination.
Those are one of I think the critical factors why we see this one chance happening. We don't have designated bus stops.
They don't.
So you can flag down any car and you don't know the chances of you falling into one chance is a case of 50-50. And like you said, this happens mostly at night. And that's bringing me to ask, apart from security at night, do we have road safety presence at night?
At night, we don't work in the night. We're only at designated position for rescue. Okay. Sure, understand?
Oh, okay.
Because we are not equipped with gun and what have you.
Yes. So
if you want to do that, that should be on rescue, and you must be properly guided so that you don't fall victim. Some of these drivers, particularly the commercial drivers, sorry to say, they want to see. They want to terminate the lives of FRSC personnel that have offended them in the afternoon. If they try to see them in the night,
they can just
run over them.
Run over you at night. So let's begin to round up because we're running out of time. But lastly, I want you to give us in-depthly how people know you've talked about this a lot. How people can be safe in this period. What particular guidelines, what safety rules should we begin to look at in this period so that we're safe at work and we help your job also to be easier?
Okay. Thank you very much once again. Part of what you needed to do is ensure that you are emotionally sound before you go out.
Yes.
When you are emotionally sound, mentally okay, already is a plus to you driving out and coming back safely. Another one is maintaining your car. Don't manage anything. It's better you go on public transport or Okada or Kekenapep and come back safely rather than going and not coming back. The another one is the lightning system of your vehicle. It's very key, particularly in a time like this that the rain will not tell you I'm coming. And before you know, you lose visibility. Your wiper is not functioning because of the wiring system. Your brake system is not functioning. The vehicle coming behind you, maybe it's a truck, doesn't know that the vehicle is going. You don't have a rear light. You are exposing yourself to risk and danger. Your headlamp is not even functioning well. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And when the rain is, is increasing, Some will even bring out a duster,
From
a napkin, and be doing like this. For how long will you do that?
Yeah.
Before you know it, they run into a station vehicle that is spoiled already. And a station vehicle that is spoiled, that is expected to use C caution, is not using it. They will approach grasses and trees and put it. How can that one reflect in the night, for God's sake? So all these things should be avoided. Then making night journeys is a risk on its own. Is a risk because the night is not a respecter of anybody. Like Yoruba will say, Oru Omeni Owo. He doesn't know who you are. Okay. Even if you are the president of the nation and you come out in the night, before you know you are wasted. Abi?
Yeah.
So we don't want anybody to lose his or her life prematurely. When you reduce the risk, do your own side of the job. God will, we now pray. God will now answer the prayer. But if you don't do your own aspect of the job and you are now praying, the prayer cannot be answered. You understand? So then overspeeding this time around, we should reduce it. Overtaking at dangerous bends is risky. Obstruction, parking anyhow, anywhere, will affect you and as well affect other road users. Then when you are driving, forget about your phone completely.
Yeah.
Don't use your phone because it is he who that is alive that can listen, that can wait to answer any other call. Because the moment you answer call while you are driving, you are calling for traffic crash, and it will be so suicidal because you will not know when you apply the brake, and as it's affecting you, it's affecting other road users as well. Then this is the rainy season where nobody can question Baba God. Whatever Baba God say is the final. It is now for you to be discretionary. Discretionary in the sense that when you are driving, you know quite well that you are driving for about 5 people. Left, right, front and back. And yourself. Somebody is going in your front, somebody is coming from your back, somebody is here, somebody is here.
For all of them.
Drive for all of them. Know that if the moment you apply brake and you are too close to the vehicle in your front, there are tendencies that when you apply the brake during the rainy season, it may slip and you may run into that type of vehicle. But the moment you give it a reasonable distance, definitely when you apply brake, it fails. You apply second time, it will hold. Then it will help you to guide against such an accident.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all of this. This has been, we hope that you have learned, and I have learned a lot during this time. I know that I have learned a lot, and we wish that this conversation could continue, but unfortunately we're running out of time. It's been so wonderful having you on the show this morning. My guest has been Comrade SANI ADISA, the State Coordinator for Special Road Marshal for the FCT Command in Abuja. And until I come your way again, my name remains Chinonso Chekwas. Do have a good time. Thank you so much.